Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect the fascinating world of business with a smirk and a keen eye for what truly matters, because sometimes the most important news is buried in the fine print, and today we've got a spicy little update from Brown & Brown Inc. Now, this isn't one of their big quarterly financial reports, but it's still important because it tells us about changes happening inside the company, even if they haven't released all the numbers yet. Think of it like a company's status update, but with a legal twist. So what's the big news here? Well, Brown & Brown Inc., a company that's been in the insurance business for a while, is shaking things up a little bit by adding a new member to their leadership. Think of it as a significant upgrade to the executive suite. All right, so the main event here is about who's joining the Big Decisions Committee, basically the board of directors at Brown & Brown Inc. They've decided to expand their board from 13 members to 14, and they've brought in a new person, Joya M. Johnson. She's 65 years old, and her experience is pretty impressive. Before this, she was a big shot at Hansbrands Inc. You know, the folks who make a lot of everyday clothing. She was the chief administrative officer, pretty much overseeing a lot of the day-to-day operations. And before that, she was their top lawyer, serving as chief legal officer, general counsel, and corporate secretary from 2007, all the way through 2021. That's a long time to be in charge of all the legal stuff for a big company. And before Hansbrands, she had another significant role as Executive Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary at Ra Hospitality International Inc., which was a company that owned and operated restaurant franchises. So this new director, Joya M. Johnson, she knows her way around big companies, legal matters, and managing a lot of different functions. On top of her past executive roles, she's also been busy on the boards of other publicly traded companies. Since 2019, she's been a director at Global Payments Inc., where she's on the Compensation Committee and the Governance and Nominating Committee. That means she's involved in decisions about how executives are paid and how the company is run from a governance perspective. Then, since 2021, she's also been on the board of Silvamo Corporation, a company that deals with paper and how the company is run from a governance perspective. Then, since 2021, she's also been on the board of Silvamo Corporation, a company that deals with paper and paper-related products, and she's involved with their Nominating and Corporate Governance Committee and their Management Development and Compensation Committee. And if that wasn't enough, she's also been a director at Regions Financial Corp, which is a well-known financial services company part of the banking world since 2021. There she's part of the Nominating and Corporate Governance Committee. And importantly, she chairs the Compensation and Human Resources Committee. Chairing that committee means she's leading the discussions and decisions about how employees and executives are compensated and managed within regions. So essentially, Brown & Brown Inc. is bringing in someone with a wealth of experience from various industries, specifically in legal, corporate governance, and executive compensation. Her current term as a director with Brown & Brown will run until their annual shareholder meeting in 2026. Now, it's important to note that at the moment, she hasn't been assigned to any specific committees on the Brown & Brown board, but it's expected she will be appointed to one or more of them in the future. They just haven't decided which ones yet. As for how she'll be compensated as a director, she'll receive the standard pay provided to directors who aren't full-time employees of the company. The report also makes it clear that there are no secret deals or special arrangements between her and anyone else that led to her appointment, and importantly, there are no past or current transactions where Brown & Brown was involved and where Joya M. Johnson had a significant personal interest that needs to be disclosed. This is standard stuff in these filings to ensure transparency, and signing off on this report is Anthony M. Robinson, who serves as the Secretary for Brown & Brown Inc., dated August 15, 2025. So what does this all mean? For Brown & Brown Inc., adding Joya M. Johnson to their board is a strategic move. They're bringing in someone with a proven track record in managing complex legal and administrative structures, and someone with significant experience overseeing compensation and governance at other major corporations. This suggests they're focused on strengthening their corporate governance and ensuring their executive compensation and governance at other major corporations. This suggests they're focused on strengthening their corporate governance and ensuring their executive compensation practices are robust and in line with best practices. It also shows they're looking to diversity their board's expertise, strengthening their corporate governance and ensuring their executive compensation practices are robust and in line with best practices. It also shows they're looking to diversity their board's expertise. In the world of corporate leadership, as companies grow and face new challenges, bringing in experienced outsiders can be a real advantage. Joya M. Johnson's background in retail consumer goods and financial services gives her a broad perspective that can be invaluable when making high-level strategic decisions. Her experience chairing a compensation committee specifically is a big deal. It means she's used to looking at how a company rewards its people and ensuring those rewards align with company performance and shareholder interests. For Brown & Brown, this could mean a closer look at their own incentive plans and how they motivate their employees and executives. One thing to keep an eye on is which committees she'll join. Her experience with compensation and governance committees at other companies makes her a likely candidate for similar roles at Brown & Brown. If she joins the compensation committee, for instance, it could signal a review or adjustment of how executives are paid. If she joins the governance committee, it might mean a focus on board effectiveness and ethical practices. Either way, it points to a continued emphasis on good corporate citizenship and operational efficiency. Now, while this filing doesn't give us new financial numbers, it's a piece of the puzzle in understanding the company's direction. A strong and experienced board is crucial for navigating the complexities of the insurance market, which is always changing. It can help the company identify risks, opportunities, and make sure it's well managed for the long term. The fact that they felt the need to expand the board suggests they are either taking on more significant projects or they recognize the value of having more diverse perspectives at the top table. In conclusion, Brown & Brown Inc. is bolstering its leadership with a seasoned executive whose expertise in legal matters, corporate governance, and compensation is undeniable. This move signals a commitment to sound management practices and potentially a proactive approach to future strategic challenges. It's a positive sign for those who value stability and experienced leadership within a company. So, what's your take on this board appointment? Does it make you more confident in Brown & Brown's future, or do you think there are other factors to consider? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, give this video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights into the world of business. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for even more discussions and early access to our analyses. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.